Welcome to the Weekly Report. The change in the Ramaphosa administration shows a country that is in need of a compass and one that must reconnect with its people. One of the biggest shake-ups took place in the security cluster, with the SSA being brought under the presidency. Professor Jane Duncan contends that this makes parliamentary oversight even harder, as it's easier to hold a minister to account than a president.
Such a major move is being made in the absence of any kind of policy discussion, including a public discussion about the wisdom of it.
She's drawn on examples of Zimbabwe and Botswana, where their state security agencies had been used as the personal protectors of the president and not of the people. South Africa's liberation movement was betrayed by the so-called negotiated settlement in the early 1990s. Anti-apartheid activist Professor Alan Boesak says that it failed to address the byproducts of South Africa's racist past. Boesak contends that the ANC did not take the opportunity to break down the racial barriers between people of colour. This has further entrenched the socio-economic problems in this country. This poverty has been exploited to benefit a select few through the corruption that has eaten away at every part of South Africa.
I have to ask the question, how did we get to a system that produces so much corruption? How do we get a system right now in the African National Congress that seems to produce only those leaders who turn out to be corrupt leaders and who cannot be trusted with the power that the people put in their hands?
President Cyril Ramaphosa's selective silence on matters relating to state capture during the so-called Zuma years has exposed his double standards. He has proclaimed to clean the state and institute a reformed agenda.
When you look at the track record, you say, but hang on a second. When you passed that house and you heard that woman screaming and that she was being abused and you walked on, that doesn't tell us much about your character. What that says is that you're very selective about how you apply your morality.
The Health Department is setting up a website where the public can access information related to the COVID-19 vaccines and reports about adverse effects. It comes as there are concerns about people dying after receiving the jab. Health authorities have confirmed that they are investigating reported cases. The Afghan government has been left defenseless as the Taliban seizes control of more provincial capitals. Pakistan, which is being pressed to use its influence over the militants, says it's only considered useful to Washington now that it must clean up the US mess after 20 years of occupation. And finally, a Philippi school has gained a computer lab. Dietrich Moravian Primary has received 20 computers as part of a campaign led by Lace Up for Change. Both children and parents will have access to empower them with computer skills. And that's it for the Weekly Report. Until next time.